I have to give Kemono Jihen credit. I thought for sure that once Akira left Inugami's place, that we would get like 2 episodes of him wandering around looking for his brother, but that's not what happened at all. Literally, right after leaving Inugami's place, he bumps into his brother. I appreciate that the show gave us that development pretty quickly. We didn't have to spend a lot of time waiting on him to find his brother. A lot of shows would have dragged that out. Like, a lot of shows would have spent at least this whole episode just on Akira looking for his brother. So I gotta give kudos to Kemono Jihen for not like dicking us around and just giving it to us pretty like early on in the episode. What is up, y'all? It's your man, That Dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like Kemono Jihen, I review every episode, and I'll talk about the anime too. You don't want to miss anything, so go hit that button. Also, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter at DadDudeAnime. So, Akira's brother is a bit of a jerk. Although I feel like we knew he was a jerk already. Remember that flashback we got some episodes ago where we see Yui telling Akira that he's weak and that he shouldn't even try to become any stronger. So we already knew that, Yui was a bit of an asshole. But as Akira says, like, her brother is being even more of an asshole in this episode. The way Yui is acting and how powerful he is obviously related to the nose stone embedded in his freaking chest. I think the show is hinting at that Yui did something to the Snow Kemono village, because I highly doubt the villagers would have just given him the nose stone without, him having to take it by force. So did he just injured them in the process of taking the nose stone, or did he like wipe out the Snow Kemono village? Given how dark Kemono Jihen can get at times, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we had some like Snow Kemono genocide where Yui just went to the whole village and wiped them all out, because we saw that he doesn't really like his fellow Snow Kemono. He doesn't hold any love for them, or it doesn't seem like he does. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if he just wiped out the whole village and took the nose stone, and that's why he's so powerful now. There's just something about Akira where I really like his character, and I usually don't like characters of his kind. Akira is basically a Genki girl without being a girl, but he fits that mold, right? He's always so upbeat and everything. And Genki girls usually don't do anything for me, but I really like his character. I don't know what it is about just watching him just be so positive all the time, and his super like emphatic reactions to everything. I just enjoy watching. I think a lot of the comedy that involves him is done really well, and so I'm a fan of his character all around, and I enjoyed watching him in this episode come to the realization that his brother is being a bit crazy, and he just accepts it, and he still has his like usual upbeat attitude for the most part. I mean, even when he left Inugami's place at the beginning of the episode, he didn't seem all that tore up about it. He was still kind of upbeat. Now, yeah, he hadn't had to sleep out in the street yet or anything like that, so maybe that's why he was so upbeat, because he hadn't faced any hardships yet after he just left Inugami's place. But he just ran away from Inugami's. He was being very, I don't want to say happy about it, but his usual upbeat self. And I like that part of his character. I like that he's so upbeat all the time, which is surprising for me, because usually those kind of characters annoy the hell out of me. But with Akira, he just doesn't. I don't know if he's just cuter than the usual Genki girl. Genki, I guess I gotta call him a Genki boy, I guess. He's just cuter than the usual Genki character. But whatever it is, I like his character. I hope that his really upbeat personality doesn't change throughout the show. I'm surprised it hasn't changed already, actually, given how dark some of these episodes get. But I hope that part of his character doesn't change. I don't think, though, that he's going to be so upbeat and happy once he sees that his brother has turned Kabane, Shiki, and Inugami into freaking popsicles. Like, I just don't think he's going to be so happy once he sees that, given how much he cares about them. Speaking of Kabane, our little demi-demon is starting to learn how to read the feelings of others. He is adapting to living amongst people who actually give a shit about him. We see in this episode that he figures out that while, Akira doesn't benefit like the house from a tangible standpoint as to what he can do for everyone, he does benefit in that his always exuding positive energy kind of uplifts the spirits of everyone around him. So when Akira's not there, you have all these other little stuff that starts to bubble to the surface, like when Shiki burns dinner and he gets really mad about it. If Akira was there, he could have added some levity to that situation, and it would have been as bad. And Kabane is starting to figure these things out, so it's nice to see him learn about how to live amongst actual people and not people who just despise him and make him live off in a shed and sleep on dirt. Like people, normal people, almost. Like, I guess you can call people normal. They're not even people, they're kimono, but you get what I'm saying. He's learning how to live amongst a society, amongst people who, or just beings who care about him. and show like positive emotions towards him, and he's learning how to read that kind of stuff. He's learning how to read situations, and that's really cool to see. He still has that creepy ass like stare on his face, but it's progress. That's all I have for you on this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up, and if you were so inclined, subscribe and share it. It would help me out a lot. If you did enjoy the video, let me know why in the comments so we can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. And also, again, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter @DadDudeAnime, and I'll see you guys in the next one.